Hello and welcome to Gladys Cake Kitchen. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this unicorn horn topper using printed image on an icing sheet. A unicorn horn can be hard to make, and a little mistake modeling this can leave the horn looking like a certain male body part. So in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you a simple way to get this done without the trouble of fondant modeling. This horn topper was atop a unicorn and rainbow cake, where I also showed a detailed technique on how to get straight standard cake with sharp edges using ganache. This video is linked up here in the card above and also in the description box. And with that out of the way, let's get to making a unicorn horn topper and some rainbow decorations. This image was printed using an edible printer and a Google stock image, but this can also be purchased. After printing the unicorn horn and rainbow images, I began cutting out each image from the sheet. This must be done carefully, following the lines of the image. When the unicorn horn was cut out, I carefully stripped it away from the plastic covering behind the sheet to reveal a floppy cutout image. I did the same to the rainbow images too before setting these aside. Now, on a lightly dusted surface with cornstarch, some TYLOSE powder is added to fondant and mixed together. Details of these are in the description box for you to check out. This is then rolled out whilst measuring the photo against the fondant. The fondant is to be rolled out thick, but there is no exact measurement for this. The aim is to get the cut-out fondant standing when it is dry. If the fondant is rolled out too thin, it may not stand and could break easily. After rolling out the fondant, the edible image is then attached using piping gel. A good tip for applying the gel is to focus on the edges of the image. It will ensure the image sets well when pressed into the fondant using the rolling pin. A rolling pin is then rolled over the image and a smoother used to polish the surface, both actions helping the image to set into the fondant. To get a clean cut image without the fondant dragging along, I left the image to set for about 20 minutes, within which time the TYLOSE powder in the fondant will begin to set, leaving the fondant firm. The image is then returned after 20 minutes to be cut out. The same is done for the rainbow elements too. Whilst cutting the fondant, I cut slowly and sometimes away from the image. To avoid crooked cuts on the edges, I cut away the fondant in small pieces and polished the edges with my fingers as I went along. When the horn topper was done, I did the same with the rainbow decorations too, polishing the edges with my fingers before setting all these to dry. A tip for better result, especially if you're unsure about the topper standing up properly, is to double up the fondant by placing the first layer on a second piece of fondant and cutting using the same method shown here. A link is in the description box to a video using the same technique. The topper has been left to dry and cool. A barbecue skewer was attached to the back of this one and set on the cake. Some piped details and other fondant elements were added, and here stands the unicorn topper on a cake along with the rainbow decorations, all made from edible images. The cake on which the unicorn topper stood is right here for you to check out, and the playlist next has beginner-friendly videos for you to level up your decorating skills. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.